breaks down when there is systemic contradiction. My name symbolized all that was corrupt to society. His name symbolized all that was pure. And I was being held in the embrace of a man who was pure. And these inviolable sanctities.
So you see, sweetheart.
Where? You're going where?
To dinner, darling, dinner.
But you did that already.
That was last night, Jaden.
Last night.
That was a dinner party.
That was a dinner party.
That was a dinner party where everybody...
Dancing.
Where everybody was dancing.
It was much different.
That isn't different.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
What?
We're going to eat lots of beautiful things.
And bring you back some.
Some of each.
Frog legs,
Atelier, Tiapolo,
liver lamingtons,
with onions.
delicious goose pate,
Black and red wing blackbird wings.
and an orange ruffy smoothie.
All sorts of things.
All sorts of
All sorts of things.
things.
And who's going to stay with me?
Well, no, that's an extra.
Extra.
Extra surprise.
Our neighbor.
Mrs. Fish?
Our neighbor to the left.
The ogre?
Jaden. Neighbor. Mr. Collins.
Mr. Collins, the ogre.
Not ogre, Jaden. Neighbor.
He has a tail.
Oh, goodness.
For goodness sake.
Mr. Collins does not have a
He
tail.
does not have
A tail, he has a tail.
Now look.
Look what your father's brought
What I
you.
brought you.
Where did you get that?
Why, from Mr. Collins.
From the ogre's garden.
From Mr. Collins' garden.
On my way back from asking him.
Did you ask him for the rose?
No.
You didn't ask him?
No,
You stole the ogre's rose!
Mr. Collins is not an ogre.
He is not an ogre.
He's our neighbor.
Our neighbor.
You stole the ogre's rose. And now he's coming over here.
What?
Buzz, 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 buzz.
What are you saying?
Ah, here's Mr. Collins now. Mr. Collins, you've met my wife Annie?
Enchanted.
And my daughter, Jaden?
Charmed.
You brought along a book, I see.
He has a tail.
Oh, I see you're noticing the, yes, that it's from your...
My husband on his way back from asking.
Well, you see, Jaden...
Our daughter,
She
Jaden.
just had this idea.
No, that's you, my friend.
All of them, it's absurd.
One little.
Single... You don't mind? Oh, look at the time!
Oh, the time.
I didn't realize it was so late.
Time just flies by.
It just flies.
Don't you find that so, Mr. Collins, that time just flies by?
Well, there's food in the ice box and matches for any sort of emergency. And
Honey, the traffic.
oh, the traffic! How can I
The
forget?
traffic will be terrible.
Oh, it would just be a real
Oh, a real mess.
oh, a real nightmare. Like, oh, you wouldn't believe.
Well, we're on our way now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Jaden, will you marry me?
I know what you are, Mr. Collins.
Will you marry me?
No, Mr. Collins, I can see.
I have a tail.
I know.
Do you want to hear it? Once upon a time,
Once upon a time,
Once upon a time,
upon a time,
there were
three sons of a king.
but the king was dead.
but the king,
Like the queen,
the king was dead.
they were on their own. And the nursemaid ran the house.
The three king's sons,
One had fair hair.
One had silver hair.
one had hardly any hair,
The three king's sons
lived their lives,
They lived their lives.
were happily living their lives,
getting up in the morning,
Greeting the day.
shaking
and
hands,
combing their hair,
going about all their princely tasks, visiting their horses and their charioteers,
Buying up paintings and eating food.
looking at things.
and looking away. searching for their keys and tying up their shoes and their ties,
and making interesting comments,
and checking the mail for interesting news and feeling big things about a lot of different things,
And seeing a bit of dust on the floor.
and picking it up. And then,
all of a sudden,
One day,
they knew it was time to get married.
They had 3 portraits of the 3 girls they liked.
and they said to their ambassador,
Go all over the world and find 3 girls to marry these 3 portraits, and bring them back for us to marry.
The ambassador embarked upon his task, found 3 fishermen's daughters who resembled the portraits, dressed them up as princesses, and showed them to the king's sons, who said,
Yes, we will marry them. We all like one another.
it's time to get married.
No, what joy and celebration! What celebration and joy! What joyous celebration came over everyone! Everyone was celebrating, everyone felt joy, everybody was staying up late and eating cakes and dressing up and posing for portraits and celebrating and dancing for joy, and everyone included everyone, except for one. The nursemaid was not celebrating at all.
life went on as before.
The 3 king's sons
Lived their
They
lives.
lived their
were
lives,
happily living their lives,
Getting up in the morning,
greeting the day,
shaking hands,
combing their hair.
going about all their princely tasks, visiting their horses and their charioteers,
buying up paintings and eating food,
Looking at things.
and looking away.
searching for their keys and tying up their shoes and their ties, and making interesting comments,
And checking the mail for interesting news and feeling big things about a lot of different things.
And seeing a bit of dust on the floor.
And picking it up.
and
Then one day,
then
and then one,
and
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 then one day,
then
and then one,
and
and then one day.
War broke out. It was supposed to last 7 days.
Don't kill us.
It lasted 17 years.
Oh no. Don't kill us.
The young men went off to war and left those 3 queens alone with the dreaded nursemaid.
Mother?
Ambassador, I hate those 3 queens.
Father?
I hate them with a passion.
Who's there?
Take those 3 queens up to the mountain
Let us go back to fishing in the stream.
and kill them there. And bring me back their eyes as proof that they are dead.
Don't kill us.
They'll say they had an accident, and I will run the house again.
Oh no. Don't kill us. See, we have torn our own eyes out. Leave us on the mountainside. We can live on the mountainside without our eyes. Ambassador, we are no longer 3. Soon we will be 6. Take our eyes to the nursemaid and tell her we are dead.
Those 3 blind queens managed to live for a while on roots and herbs. But when their 3 sons were born, 2 of them chose to live on the bodies of their sons.
Give us something to eat. No, give us something to eat.
No!
Give us something to eat. We have eaten up our own. Now it's time for yours.
Jaden, will you marry me?
No, Mr. Collins.
Once upon a time, there was a princess that wouldn't laugh.
Darling Journal, today my idiot father held a ball in my honor. It was so stupid.
Won't you dance with us a little?
There are people who are lame.
Oh, won't you at least give a little smile?
The world is terrible.
Oh, Princess, the world is perfectly delightful.
It's perfectly delightful!
Won't you give a little smile?
It's just delightful!
So I told them I wouldn't smile for all the gold in the mountains. I wouldn't laugh for all the treasure in the sea. Not if you fastened every star in the sky onto the hem of all of my gowns. Not if muses themselves came to sing for me, nor if philosophers and poets of the world were to write for me. You can take the charm of the ocean in the plains and the meadows in springtime. You can take the sound of the larks and the sparrows and the scent of the grass and shove it all in a box. This kingdom will blacken and crumble, and everyone here will wither and die, and everyone here and their children and their children's children and their children's dogs and cats and goldfish and little fuzzy rabbits will be cold and buried and rotten, decomposing with maggots crawling out of their eyes before I consent to laugh, because I know what the world is really like.
Oh, you don't mean that!
Everyone said. So then my stupid father goes.
I know. Let's have a contest! Yeah! Whoever can make my daughter laugh or even smile, she may wed.
Whatever, I'm like totally sure, so I go, agreed. But if a suitor tries to make me laugh and doesn't succeed, we'll cut off his head.
Well, sounds fair enough to me.
So now they're coming, like I can hardly wait.
Got fired from a calendar company. I took a day off. Same company. I stole a calendar from. I got 12 months.
Thanks for coming in, bye-bye now. Suitor number 2, air freeze.
Greetings from your future husband. Ah! You gotta have that face. I can't laugh. Well, nothing makes me laugh more than interpretive song and dance. I call this the sweet melodious bird flying over the rooftops of London after a 3-kilometer run. I call this one the average GPA during the second semester.
Thanks for coming in. Bye-bye now. Suitor number 568, Senor Dorian.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen! Who's ready to be wed? Yes, you! Yeah, yeah. Maybe later tonight. Yeah, okay. So, what I have got for you tonight that will absolutely knock your socks off is a few impersonations of my favorite animals. Yeah. Okay. First off, we got a sloth that just stubbed its toe. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Nothing? My mom really liked that one.
Okay. Anyways, next off, I got a dying snake. All right, get ready for this one, fellas.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah, I know we will, sweetheart.
Yeah. Next.
Darling, I'm afraid we've run out.
Jaden, will you marry me?
No, Mr. Collins.
was a place that bordered the sea, and there was a princess there who seemed to hold all of joy in her mouth, her hands, her hair. There was promise in every glance of her eye. She held promises everywhere.
But inside her mind was a darker place, so dark no one could see. That's where she lived and called it day, and from there she spoke her decree. From there she spoke her decree.
Whoever I wed must take an oath to lie with me in my grave. If I die first, he must come with me alive with me to my grave. And there reside until he too dies, beside me in my grave, beside me in my grave. For that is the only true love, for that is the only true love.
For that is the only true love, for that is the only true love.
A horse spread everywhere, and yet there was a boy who said,
Whatever happens, whatever may be, this is the one I must wed. This is the one I must wed.
Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me.
He swore an oath before the world. They were wed and happy a year.
But you can guess what happened next.
Exactly what you would fear, exactly what you would fear.
They took him alive, along with his wife, to the darkest and deepest of tombs. With 4 glasses of wine, a loaf of bread, and all his young life and his love, all his young life and his love. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me.
One night near death he lay in the tomb. The wine was gone and the bread. Into the chamber through the gloom, vile and seeking the dead.
A long white snake slithered in.
A snake came slithering in. No sooner had he half the snake than another appeared in the room. Took one look, then slithered away, but soon came back again, but soon came back again.
He carried 3 leaves in his mouth.
1 copper, 1 silver, 1 gold.
He lay them down in the wound of his mate, and suddenly she was whole.
The servant was suddenly whole. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me.
Jaden, will you marry me?
No, Mr. Collins.
Once upon a time, there was a king and a queen. The queen had short yellow hair, and so did their daughter, whose name was Alalera. One day, the queen sickened and died. Who would be the king's new bride?
Ready? 1, 2.
Short and yellow hair seems so death-defying. Look at me, my husband, so you'll know that I'm not lying.
Now everybody knows that I am irreplaceable.
But if you should remarry, there's something here that you should know.
She must be as pretty as me, and that's impossible.
But still, you must find her and marry her. Now go,
Cartwheel!
Alalera, Alalera, as pretty as your mother. Little Alalera, can't tell one from the other. Search the world all over and you'll never find another to be the lover of the husband of Alalera's mother. Oh! Step, kick, right, blue, green, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ho!
When speaking this our darling queen, she really wasn't thinking about her daughter Alalera's bride for the widowed king. The daughter for the father? Oh no, you must be dreaming. He hasn't even seen her, he's preoccupied with grieving. Hasn't even seen her, he's preoccupied with grieving. Hasn't even seen her, he's preoccupied with grieving. And then one day, he noticed her.
Not unless you give me a gown as deep as the sky. Not unless you give me a gown as bright as the moon. Not unless you give me a gown as radiant as the sun.
Who will be your lover, little Alalera, with the night coming on? Better run for cover, little Alalera, with your father coming on. Cover up in furs and run into the woods. Hide there, reside there. You were noticed too soon. You were noticed too soon.
Jaden, will you marry me?
No, Mr. Collins.
Once upon a time, there was a father of 7 sons.
That's what there's around
Back in the house!
Once upon a time, there was a father of 7 sons.
I'm trying to read a book!
Once upon a time, there was a father of 7 sons. Once upon a time, there was a father of 7 sons. The sons were young and loud, and one day they were younger and louder than usual. The father, losing patience, uttered this curse.
I'm sick of it!
explain? No. Can anyone tell me why? No. Well, I'll tell you why. Because you're too busy dashing around everything and never, ever thinking of the other person. What are you thinking? What's in your heads? What's wrong with you? Why do you have to dash around everything and break everything? Why can't you be silent like the swans upon the lake? Because you're bad. You're just bad. And Elijah, you are the worst of all. I'm going back to my book now. Once upon a time, there was a father of 7 sons and 1 daughter. The sons were young and loud, and one day they were younger and louder than usual. The father, losing patience, utters this call. I wish all of my sons were swans. And immediately they are. They fly up through the snow and are gone.
Daughter went out into the courtyard and found the feathers her brothers had left behind. She ran out into the woods to look for them. All night she traveled and all next day. When evening fell, she heard the rustle of wings, and 7 swans settled down about her. They flew onto each other and resumed their human form. Oh, my brothers, you are back!
No, sweet sister, alas, we may only resume our human form for a quarter of an hour after sunset each day.
My brothers, may I not rescue you?
No, for the task would be too hard.
What task? What is it? Surely I might do it.
You must remain silent for 7 years, never speaking a word nor utter any sound, no matter what.
My brothers!
But that is not all.
You must knit us all 7 jackets of aster flowers, never breaking a single flower.
If you have completed this task by the end of the 7 years, when we put on those garments, we will resume our human form.
Hello, Здравствуйте. Как тебя зовут?
Guten Tag, wie heißt du?
Bonjour, comment tu t'appelles?
Hi, very now.
Acum, café, oni, cutaguinho.
Oi, como você chama?
Hola, ¿cómo te llamas?
Labas, kot te vardas.
Buongiorno, come ti chiami?
Come be my bride. Come live with me and be my bride.
Who knows who she is?
There's like a wicked stepmother or mother.
Spring turned to summer, turned to fall, turned to winter. Spring turned into summer, into fall, into winter. Does she not speak?
She gave birth. It was stolen, but it was stolen somehow.
She has eaten up your son. She must be a witch.
It's impossible.
I want to
Hello, what is your name?
She's eaten up another
Здравствуйте.
son.
Как тебя
She's
зовут?
eaten up your
Guten
son.
Tag, wie heißt du?
Why not destroy her?
Comment tu t'appelles?
She never said her. Better now.
Acum, café, oni, cutaguinho.
Oi, como você chama?
Hola, ¿cómo
Come
te
be
llamas?
my bride. Labas, kot te vardas. And be my bride.
Buongiorno, come ti chiami?
Who knows who she is?
There's like a wicked stepmother or mother.
Spring turned to summer, turned to fall, turned to winter. Spring turned into summer, into fall, into winter. Why does she not speak?
She gave birth. It was stolen, but it was stolen somehow.
She has eaten up your son. She must be a witch.
It's impossible.
I want to
Hello, what is your name?
She's eaten up another son.
Как тебя зовут?
She's eaten up your
Guten
son.
Tag, wie heißt du?
Why not destroy
Comment tu
her?
t'appelles?
She never said a word. Better now.
Acum, café, oni, cutaguinho.
Oi, como você chama?
Hola, ¿cómo te llamas?
Come be my bride. Come live with me.
Buongiorno, come ti chiami?
Who knows who she is?
stepmother or mother.
Spring turned to summer, turned to fall, turned to winter. Spring turned into summer, into fall, into winter. Why does she not speak?
She gave birth. It was stolen by. It was stolen somehow.
She has eaten up your son. She must be a witch.
Sorry. It's impossible.
Said the king. He sentenced the silent daughter to death for the destruction of her children. He cannot say a word in her defense. And as it happened, the last day of the silent years was the day set for her execution. All of the jackets of aster flowers were finished, except for one, which was missing one sleeve. The wicked mother-in-law took the silent daughter up to the scaffoldings where she was to die. Then, in the last yellow rays of the setting sun, there was a flutter of wings overhead. It was her brother's. For the rest of his life, one arm remained a wing.
Okay, so anyway, there she is.
Uh-huh.
There she is, all covered up in furs.
Like fur coats?
Right, fur from every single animal in the whole entire kingdom. And so she's sleeping, or she's lost.
And what happened to
Just
that?
wait, Renee, if you could just wait one single second.
Yeah, wait, Renee.
I could go on.
So, go on.
I am okay. Okay, so anyway, then there's this king who finds her, and he's hunting with his dogs, and he says,
Will you come to
Wait a minute. This is her father, the king, who finds her?
no, it's a different one.
It's the same one.
It's a different one because of what happened, Renee.
What happened?
I don't want to say it, it's the end of the story.
We get married!
S-H-U-T-U-P, Renee.
Yeah, shut up, Renee.
I heard it was the king who owns the woods. That's her father.
It wasn't the king, her father, who owns the woods because she ran away. Away.
It's not the same one, Renee.
Okay, let's say maybe it isn't the same one. Daddy looks exactly like the father.
If you want. Anyways,
She ran away from her father.
that's right.
Will you come to my castle with me?
Wait a minute. Yes, what?
Did you hear something?
Where are your parents?
What?
It's nothing. Ignore
My
her.
parents are both dead.
What?
Come to my castle and work in my kitchen.
Ignore her. She always thinks she hears her dad calling her. So anyways, the other king says, blah, blah, I'll take you to my castle, you can work in my kitchen. Because he knows she's a princess and she looks.
Guess how long since I washed my hair? 1 week.
Ew!
Go on, ignore her.
S-H U-T-U-P! Renee. So they go to the castle and she works for the cook who's mean and stupid and ugly. And she's kept up in this tiny, normal room. And, and they're going to have a ball and she makes a soup. Wait.
Be quiet.
He's not calling you.
Because he hates you.
So she wears all her ugly, normal clothes, and she lives in this teeny tiny room. But every Sunday she takes out her princess dresses and she looks at them because she misses them.
Hey, Renee, lift up your skirt.
She did.
Lift up your skirt, Renee. Lift up your skirt.
I don't feel like it.
Come on.
No.
Why not?
Because it's stupid.
You're stupid.
Shut up, Jaden.
I think I hear my father calling me.
He's not calling you. Anyways, listen. So the king tells the girl to make her a suit, and when she does, a ring falls in. So the king tells the cook to have every girl in the whole entire kingdom try on the ring, because he already knows.
It wasn't her mother's ring.
Come in.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why it was too big.
Come in.
It wasn't too big. It fit.
It fell off her hand into the soup.
I know you're there.
Maybe she put it in there on purpose.
Come in.
Why?
Maybe he saw she was spying.
Or maybe it was too big at first, then later on, it fit.
Maybe. I don't know. So anyways, any other girl tries on the ring and it doesn't fit any of them, and then the girl tries it on and it fits, and the end, I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going home.
In the gloom there shone the three bright leaves, one copper, one silver, one gold. He laid them on her mouth and eyes, and suddenly she became whole again, and suddenly she became whole. But a very great change had come over the girl. She was not as she was before. Her life had returned, but not her love.
She felt nothing for him anymore.
Her life surged back, but her love drained away.
She felt nothing for him anymore at all.
Nothing for him anymore. Where are you going, my love, my love? Don't ever go there without me. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me.
The two
Set out on a voyage. He was happy, he stood on the deck. But she made friends with the captain, charting another course.
Well, send him to sleep, then let him slip into the bottomless sea, the sea, into the blue-black sea.
Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. They tied up the boy and cut his throat, then flung him into the sea.
But his servants saw and found a boat and rowed out to him with the leaves.
For he had saved the treasure, one copper, one silver, one gold. He laid them on his master, and suddenly he became whole once more, and suddenly he became whole.
Father, oh Father, a terrible thing. While we were out on the sea, my true love slipped, fell overboard, and floated away from me. But the captain was brave. He came to my aid, and now he should marry me. I think he should marry me.
I know you are lying, my child. They rowed up to shore at dawn. The servant, your husband, and those 3 leaves that saved you when you were gone.
The king made a boat for his daughter.
but had it drilled full of holes. He sent her out on the blue-black water, and let the sea take its toll.
As it went down to the tip of its mast,
The boy watched it from the shore, and thought as he watched it from the shore, "Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. Where are you going, my love, don't ever go there without me. Tell me, was it a dream or love, my love? Was it a dream or love? Is there such a thing as love, true love, or is it only a dream?"
It is my own dear child,
Mother? Your own?
who died a year ago. I gave her those 2 pennies to give to a poor man, but she must have thought.
I could buy myself a biscuit with that.
And hid him in the cracks beneath the floorboards. Oh, poor thing, she's had no rest. Her heart has had no rest at all.
Immediately, they give the pennies to a poor man passing by. She never came again.
Darling Journal.
Jaden,
Today, I was thinking about those horrible girls I used to hang out with. How rotten they were, how rotten this whole world is.
Jaden,
I doubt that I shall ever laugh again.
Mr. Collins.
Jaden, why won't you marry me?
Marry you? Marry you. Why would anybody want to marry you? You mean like, you may now kiss the bride? Marry you? You mean like actually marry you? Oh my gosh. Darling Journal, I saw the funniest thing today. Marry you. It was 17 years later. Princes were no longer young and still at war. The surviving son of those 3 blind queens was all grown up.
Please, give me something to eat. There are no more roots and herbs. The fish are gone from the stream. The hunger will drive me mad. You must leave the mountain and find us something to eat.
first time in the boy's life, he went down the mountainside. The path was rough, and he was not. He was the sweetest of young men, having been brought up by only the gentlest creatures of the earth.
Please hurry. The hunger will drive us all mad.
He knew nothing of the world. He lost his way. He wandered so far, he lost sight of the mountain. Suddenly, he came upon the edge of a great desert, where he could see, shimmering on the horizon, a castle of black and white marble.
Please hurry. The hunger will drive us mad.
This castle was built by the dreaded nursemaid, once she had stolen the riches of the princes. Everything there was under her curse, fearful and lonely and cursed. The young man didn't know this. He entered the castle. There was an ogre there, sitting on a chair, wounded. All around him, scattered across the tiled floor, was the treasures of the world. That is, apples and grapes and strawberries and such. The ogre couldn't reach them. There was water in the pools and cups and fountains and buckets and urns, but the ogre couldn't reach them. In his simplicity, the young man thought,
Perhaps it is his stomach, growling like mine, my poor mother.
and without even thinking,
He offered him an orange.
And when he did,
Something happened.
And when it did,
The spell was broken.
The castle dissolved. The nursemaid dissolved, and everything.
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 Everything. Everything.
Everything.
Almost.
Everything
Was restored.
Go on, Mr. Collins. Go on. Go on, I know how it ends. I'll say it with you. And she remembered what the prince inside her dreams had said. Oh, never trust your eyes,
Don't come near me, Jaden.
for they know not what they see.
Don't come near me, Jaden.
That which is most frightening
Jaden, don't come near.
is only the most frightened.
Don't come near me, Jaden.
This shadow on the ground.
Jaden, don't come near me.
Embrace it. It is yours.
Don't come near me, Jaden.
That is what the prince had said inside her dreams.
Jaden, don't come near.
So, she crossed over to it.
Don't come near me, Jaden.
Lying wounded and growling on the ground.
Oh, it'll hurt, Jaden. You don't know.
Remembering the prince inside her dreams.
Jaden, it'll hurt.
Who said to her, close your eyes.
Oh, how it hurts, Jaden.
Embrace him. And kiss him. And he will be...
Jaden, it'll hurt. You don't know.
transformed. Dylan?
Mother?
Dylan, why are you wearing your father's old reading glasses, you silly boy?
Mother? I was reading this book.
Sweetheart, you can't read.
I must have fallen asleep.
I can see that.
I dreamt that I was an ogre.
An ogre?
I dreamt that I was already grown and Father tried to steal a rose from me and you were like a little girl.
What a funny dream.
And there are different kings and oceans and birds.
Okay, sweetie, let's go to sleep now, okay? All right, listen to me. Once upon a time, and they lived, 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 and they lived happily, and they lived happily ever after. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.